Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about a sustainable solution Mitsui Chemicals provide in polyurethane foam industry, that is named Econicol. My name is Subhajit Bhattacharjee. I am working as a senior manager sales and marketing in healthcare solution and basic green materials division. I am working here for last 13 years and for last 10 years I am serving polyurethane industry. So today we will discuss about what is polyurethane and then polyurethane in our daily life. We will also go through some of the effects that today earth is facing because of global warming, and Mitsui Chemicals what kind of solution it can provide for the same. Of course, we will discuss on the bio-based polyol and its applications, and finally we will introduce you to our joint venture company Vithal Castor Polyol. What is polyurethane? So, polyurethane is a class of polymer that can be obtained by using hard segment as well as soft segment. Hard segment is called isocyanate and the softer segment is called polyol. So, using these two or in combination can give you good amount of flexibility as well as rigidity, and you can control the properties of the polyurethane by changing this harder segment and the softer segment. Here you can see that how polyurethane foam can be derived. It is very easy. We just have to mix isocyanate and in polyol in proper ratio, and then as soon as we mix it and pour in the mold, it automatically start foaming. So once the foaming ends in the gel time, we can use that foam in different kind of applications such as automotive seats and many others. Some of the typical properties of polyurethane is, and most important properties is that it can control NVH property. NVH is noise, vibration and harshness. When all these like noise, heat or energy passes through a polyurethane, depending on the composition of the polyurethane, it can either absorb, insulate or provide resistance and cushioning effect to all these properties. So, it can easily pass from the polyurethane foam, and as per our needs we can control the properties. So, there are two type of main polyurethane foam, one is called flexible and then rigid. Flexible foam can be obtained either in a mold which can be used like car seats, furnitures like sofas and chairs, and also flexible continuous where the foam takes place in a longer duration. These continuous foams are used for bedding mattresses. Coming to the rigid foam has, again we can use it in the refrigerator, as we mentioned in the last slide that it can retain heat, it can give some insulation property. So, these are typically insulating foam and called rigid foam. So, this can be used in refrigerator, also in the sandwich panels which are used for the housing. These sandwich panels polyurethanes are typically provides very low cost and also the insulation properties for the housing. In outside India there are we can see lot of these kind of housings coming up, as it is very much cost effective as well as it can protect the person from the extreme heat of outside. So, this rigid sandwich panel and the housing is kind of a growing market. Also in terms of liquid polyurethane, we can see that polyurethane are used for paint application as well as polyurethane flooring. These are extremely popular and becoming extremely popular day by day in India also. Then we use thermoplastic polyurethane and or cast polyurethane. These are just like plastic and also like a rubber. So, thermoplastic polyurethane is used as our mobile cover. We can see our shoe soles can be also be made by using thermoplastic polyurethanes. So, we can see that polyurethane is becoming and quickly becoming indispensable part of our daily life. Now, we all know how global warming is affecting our daily life. For the past 20 years, we can see continuous rise in temperature. Summers are becoming hotter and hotter, and last 20 years have seen 2.5 degrees centigrade of temperature rise. What is this causing? It is causing our ocean level to increase, and also the ice in the glaciers are melting fast. It is causing extreme drought in certain parts of the world and also extreme flood in certain parts of the world. Around 2 million people are displaced due to this flood or drought like situation according to WMO. Around 820 million people or children are malnourished. So, strong idea and action is the need of hour. India's response has been quite strong for countering these kind of challenges, and our government has already pledged that by 2070 India will reach the carbon neutrality, and we can see the actions has already been done, already been taken for last few years. We can see 21% reduction in emission intensity already achieved, and for next 10 years we are expecting it to be around 35%. We can see lot of growth in the renewable energy sectors, and renewable energy installed capacity has increased to 88 gigawatt today. India has already very huge forest cover of around 24.56% of total geographical area, which is also expected to rise in future. So, India's government has already taken lot of steps, and we just need to support them as a chemical company. So, what is Mitsui Chemical solution for countering these kind of challenges? We are offering bio-based polyol, which is of 100% biomass, and this is called Econicol. So, Econicol is a biomass material that contribute to reduce the greenhouse gas emissions. We have chosen castor oil as one of the main material for producing this Econicol. Why castor oil? So, number one thing is that castor oil is a non-edible oil. So, it does not provide any kind of challenges to secure the foods or food securities. And number two is that castor oil properties are very close to the PPG or polypropylene glycol that is used as a polyol part of foaming applications. So, we have chosen castor oil as a carefully and as a one of the part of this Econicol, and then we are providing it to the foamers. And apart from that, we are deriving this castor oil from the farmers directly, and that way we are already supporting lot of castor farmers in the area. So, let us come about the carbon neutrality. So, what is carbon neutrality? Carbon neutrality is a concept that the atmospheric carbon dioxide should remain constant and should not increase. So, in all the materials which we use. Now, in biopolyol, we derive this biopolyol from the castor oil, and castor plant are harvested and they are using photosynthesis, and thereby they are using atmospheric carbon dioxide, and these castor seeds are then processed to make the castor oil. From there we use 100% biomass and we make our Econicol. Econicol is then used as for the foam by the foam industry for our bedding, furnitures and all other things, car seats. And when we dispose these furnitures, these atmospheric carbon dioxide again either released or may be burned. So, this carbon dioxide can be reused by the plants. So, the overall carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is not increasing. So, this is called the carbon neutral concept, and also in our biopolyol we are strictly following that concept. And some of our major achievement that we have already achieved through Econicol by replacing the petroleum based polyol to certain extent. One of the application is the car seats, where there is huge consumption of high molecular weight petroleum based polyols. We have successfully used Econicol in the car seats. Apart from that, in our daily furnitures like sofas, luxury items, luxury furnitures, bedding, everywhere, we have already have BA certification, that is in Japan, for the high biomass content. We got that certification very recently, and Econicol is widely can substitute this fossil fuel by using these kind of certifications. Here we can see the list of offering Mitsui Chemicals have for Econicol. There are several grades, and we can change the grades based on the hydroxyl value and based on the molecular weight as per your needs. All our grades are very high in biomass content, from 90% to around 100%, and we can control the property like hydroxyl value ranges from 45 to 110, and as well as the molecular weight and viscosity. So, we have lot of solutions for this foam industry with our Econicol. So, now let me introduce to our joint venture company, that is Vittal Castor Polyol. It is a joint venture between Mitsui Chemicals, one of the largest chemical company in the world. Ito Oil is a Japanese oil manufacturer, and Giant Agro Organics, they are one of the largest castor oil manufacturer in India. Our company is located near Vadodara and have a capacity of around 8,000 metric ton of Econicol per year, and of course, we can increase this capacity further in coming future depending on the need of the industry. You can see that we have already 3 reactors, 2 to 3 reactors in the factories, and we are deriving these castor oils directly from the farmers and then using it in our raw materials. So, Mitsui Chemicals Vision 2030, as we discussed, is to concentrate on the social issues and to counter these social issues through our solution based business model. We are also contributing to the circular economy based business and through digital transformations, and as we mentioned in the presentation, that we would like to achieve carbon neutrality, aiming to carbon neutrality by 2050. Well, thank you for your patience hearing, and if you have any question you can always ask me, and now or also you can have my contact details below. So, you can reach me anytime if you have any kind of queries on EconiCall. Thank you.